All right, buckle up everyone, because today we are taking a deep dive into Dubai. Dubai. But not the Dubai you see on those flashy Instagram posts.
So we're going deeper then.
Way deeper. We've got some really cool intel from a travel website called Amplify Holidays. And get this. Back in the 18th century, Dubai was just a tiny fishing village.
Wow, a fishing village.
Yeah, hard to imagine, right? Like, picture a few boats bobbing around.
That's a pretty wild transformation.
It is, right?
So how did this tiny fishing village turn into the global icon it is today? I mean, that's a heck of a glow-up.
Well, from what I've gathered, Dubai's location on the Persian Gulf was a major factor.
Right. It's like the ultimate crossroads, connecting Europe, Asia, and Africa.
Exactly. A natural hub for trade. So, geographically blessed from the start, but I'm guessing things really took off when oil was discovered.
Yeah, in the 1960s, things really shifted. The oil boom hit.
And I bet that changed everything.
It did, but here's the thing. Dubai didn't just sit back and ride that oil wave.
Oh, they had a plan.
They did. They used those oil profits to invest in other industries.
Smart move.
Tourism, real estate, finance, they were thinking ahead.
So they basically built a safety net for when the oil eventually runs out.
Exactly. They knew it wouldn't last forever.
That's some serious foresight.
It's a lesson in economic diversification. Now, if you're thinking about visiting Dubai, there are a few things to keep in mind.
Okay, lay it on me. What do I need to know?
Well, the climate is a hot desert climate. Summers are scorching.
Okay, so maybe not a summer trip then.
Probably not unless you love intense heat. Aim for October to April. The weather is much milder then.
Got it. What about language? I'm guessing Arabic is the main language, but will English work?
Arabic is the official language, but you'll find that English is widely spoken, especially in tourist areas.
That's a relief. What about currency?
They use the UAE dirham, or AED.
AED, got it.
But don't worry, credit cards are widely accepted pretty much everywhere.
So I don't need to stock up on dirhams before I go.
Probably not necessary unless you want to. Now, something I've always found fascinating about Dubai is this blend of tradition and cosmopolitan vibes.
It's a unique mix.
It is. Dubai is deeply rooted in Islamic traditions, but at the same time, it's incredibly diverse.
I read somewhere that it's home to people from over 200 nationalities.
That's right. Imagine all those different cultures coming together.
Yeah, it's definitely more than just skyscrapers and fancy cars.
Right. There's a depth there, a lot to unpack. And this cultural fusion brings up some interesting questions.
Like what?
Well, for example, how does Dubai's legal system, which is rooted in Islamic law, navigate the influx of Western expats and their different cultural norms?
That's a really good point. It's a complex dynamic for sure. Okay, let's shift gears a bit and talk about Amplify Holidays.
The website that inspired this whole deep dive.
Exactly. Their vacation packages have these really intriguing names, like Family Royalty.
Sands of Splendor.
Sands of Splendor, yeah. They definitely evoke a sense of luxury and adventure.
And it looks like most of their packages include a Dow Creek cruise and a visit to the Burj Khalifa.
I mean, those sound like classic Dubai experiences.
They are.
But you know what really caught my eye?
What's that?
One of their higher price packages includes an Abu Dhabi city tour with Ferrari World.
Oh, wow. So you get to explore the UAE's capital city.
And then head to a whole theme park dedicated to Ferrari.
Talk about an adrenaline rush.
Right. But before we get too carried away planning our dream Dubai trip, let's hear what actual travelers have to say.
Always a good idea. Amplify Holidays has a whole section on their site dedicated to traveler testimonials.
They do. And some of these are pretty compelling. Here's one from a solo traveler named Karan from Delhi. He says, Amplify Holidays created a package that perfectly balanced relaxation and adventure, making it one of the best vacations I've ever had.
Sounds like they really tailor the experience to each traveler.
They do. And here's one from a family. Our kids love the activities, and we love the seamless planning. We'll definitely book with them again. So they're handling families, solo travelers.
Honeymooners too, it seems. They have a lot of positive reviews from couples.
Clearly they're doing something right. Okay, so far we've covered Dubai's incredible journey from a tiny fishing village to this global powerhouse.
We've touched on their strategic economic diversification.
And we've gotten a glimpse of the cultural complexities of Dubai.
But we've only just scratched the surface. What stands out to you so far?
You know, for me, it's this fascinating blend of old and new, East meets West. And it makes me wonder, how do these contrasting elements actually play out in everyday life in Dubai?
That's a great question. And that's what we're going to delve into next. Join us as we explore the heart of Dubai's cultural experiences.
Okay, so we've learned a lot about Dubai's history and culture. Now I'm ready to imagine I'm actually there.
Let's plan that dream vacation.
Okay, let's say we're booking a trip with Amplify Holidays. What kind of standout experiences can we expect?
Well, we talked about it earlier, but most of their packages include a Dow Creek cruise.
That sounds incredible.
Picture this, a traditional wooden boat. You're gliding along Dubai Creek, the sun's setting, and the whole city is lit up around you.
Oh, wow, that sounds amazing. Like I can almost feel that cool evening breeze.
And the smell of Arabic coffee wafting through the air.
And speaking of amazing smells, we can't talk about Dubai without mentioning the food.
Absolutely not.
Hummus, shawarma, falafel, those are a given.
Yeah.
But what else should we be trying?
Okay, so for something a little more unique, there's makbuz.
Akbuz.
It's a flavorful rice dish with meat and spices.
Oh, I'm getting hungry just thinking about it.
Oh, and there's lukamat.
Lukamat. Okay, now I'm definitely going to need to write these down.
Sweet little dumplings. They're drizzled with date syrup.
They sound amazing. Okay, let's get back to our hypothetical itinerary. Besides the Dow Creek cruise, what else is a must-do?
You have to visit the Burj Khalifa.
Oh, of course, the tallest building in the world.
The views from the observation deck are just unreal.
I've seen pictures, but I bet they don't do it justice.
Not even close.
And speaking of unforgettable experiences, what about that Abu Dhabi city tour with Ferrari World?
Ah, yes, the ultimate combo. You get to explore the UAE's capital city and then get your adrenaline pumping at a theme park dedicated to Ferrari.
Sign me up. But what about for those of us who prefer something a little more low-key? Nature lovers.
Oh, there's definitely something for everyone. Just outside the city, you'll find the Arabian Desert.
Now you're talking.
A vast expanse of rolling dunes. You could go on a desert safari.
A desert safari. Tell me more.
Okay, so you're riding through the dunes in a 4x4, experiencing dune bashing.
Yeah, it's thrilling.
Yeah. And then you settle down for a traditional Bedouin-style dinner.
Under the stars.
Under the stars.
Oh, that sounds magical. Camels, sunsets, stargazing. It's like a dream.
It's pretty incredible, and you might even spot some local wildlife, like Arabian or iklix or gazelles.
Wow, a whole different side of Dubai.
It is.
So we've got city highlights, cultural immersion, and even desert adventures. It sounds like Amplify Holidays really has curated packages to suit everyone.
They really do, and I think it shows that they understand that a vacation is more than just checking things off a list.
Right, it's about making memories.
Exactly, memories that resonate with each individual traveler.
And judging from all those amazing testimonials, it seems like they're doing a great job at that. Okay, before we get too carried away and book our flights, there's one more thing we should touch on. Cultural etiquette.
An important aspect of traveling anywhere. Dubai has a rich Islamic heritage, and that influences the social norms.
So what are some key things our listeners should keep in mind?
Modesty is key, especially when visiting religious sites or more traditional areas.
Okay, so like covering your shoulders and knees.
Exactly. It's about showing respect for the local culture.
Makes sense. What else?
Public displays of affection are generally frowned upon, so best to keep things low-key. And remember that during Ramadan, Muslims fast from sunrise to sunset. It's a time of spiritual reflection, so it's important to be respectful of those who are observing the fast.
Those are great reminders. What about photography?
Generally, it's allowed, but it's always courteous to ask permission before taking someone's picture, especially women.
Got it. And are there any places where photography is off limits?
It's best to avoid photographing government buildings or military installations.
Good to know. So we've got our must-try dishes, we've got our cultural etiquette tips, and it feels like we're really starting to get a sense of what a Dubai vacation could actually look like.
I think so. We've imagined ourselves in the city, ventured into the desert, and considered how to be respectful of the local culture.
We're well on our way to planning our own Dubai adventures. But before we wrap up this part, let's circle back to something you mentioned earlier. Dubai being this incredible melting pot of cultures.
Yeah.
How does that diversity actually show up in the city?
It's a great question. You see this cultural fusion everywhere, from the incredible variety of cuisine to the vibrant arts and music scene.
So like bustling souks with spices from all over the world.
Exactly. And contemporary art galleries showcasing both local and international talent.
And maybe I can hear traditional Arabic music blending with modern beats.
You got it. It's like a symphony of cultures coming together, and you can experience it all just by walking the streets, interacting with the people, and taking in the sights, sounds, and flavors.
It sounds like a truly unique sensory experience. Okay, we've explored Dubai's cultural nuances, gotten a taste of the local cuisine, and even ventured into the desert. But there's one more aspect of Dubai we haven't touched on yet. Its futuristic ambitions.
Dubai is a city that's always looking ahead, pushing the boundaries of innovation and sustainability.
And that's what we'll be exploring in our final segment. We've traveled through Dubai's past, we've explored its present. But now, it's time to look ahead.
To the future, Dubai's always been known for its ambition, for pushing the limits.
So what's next for a city that's already achieved so much? What's their vision for the future?
It's captivating, really, and it goes beyond just those amazing skyscrapers.
Oh, so it's more than just building the next tallest building.
Much more, they're focused on sustainability.
Okay, going green.
And pioneering technological advancements. They're thinking long-term, thinking about the future.
So what kind of initiatives are we talking about here? Give me some examples.
Well, take their commitment to renewable energy.
Okay, renewable energy.
They've invested heavily in solar power.
Solar power. Makes sense with all that desert sun.
Right. Their goal is to generate 75% of their energy from clean sources by 2050.
Wow, 75% by 2050. That's ambitious.
It is. And they're also leaders in developing smart cities.
Smart cities. Okay, now we're talking.
They're using technology to improve, everything.
Everything.
Traffic management, public safety. Imagine a city where everything is interconnected.
So, more efficient. More seamless living for residents.
Exactly.
Are we talking driverless cars,
Right.
robots delivering packages?
All of that. AI managing things behind the scenes. And they're not just dreaming about it, they're already testing some of these technologies out. They have a self-driving taxi program, and they're experimenting with drone deliveries. Pretty wild,
Yeah,
right?
it really is. It makes you wonder what a Dubai vacation will be like in, say, 10 years. Will we be taking flying taxis to our desert safaris?
Maybe. Who knows? But beyond all the cool technology, there's a deeper message here.
Oh, what's that?
Dubai is showing us that sustainability and innovation can go hand in hand. That you don't have to choose one or the other.
It's like they're creating a model for a more sustainable, more efficient world.
Exactly.
And it's inspiring to see a city that dreams big.
And then takes those dreams and makes them a reality. It's pretty amazing.
It really is. It makes you think, what if other cities followed their lead? Can we create a future where technology and nature exist in harmony?
I don't know, but it's an exciting thought. So as we wrap up our deep dive into Dubai, what's the one thing you want our listeners to take away from all of this?
For me, it's that progress doesn't have to come at the expense of the planet. Dubai's proving that.
That's a great point. And for me, it's the audacity of Dubai's vision. They transformed a desert into a global hub. Now they're shaping a future that feels like science fiction.
Anything is possible if you dare to dream big. So to our listeners out there, we leave you with this. What kind of future do you envision for your own corner of the world? What steps can you take starting today to make that vision a reality? Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep. Until next time.